Welcome back to my channel, Darla's Wreaths and Teas. This one will be a cute gnome St. Patrick's Day wreath. Hello, welcome back to Darla's Wreaths and Teas. This one is going to be a gnome. You can see it without glare on it. It's a gnome St. Patrick wreath. So I will set that sign aside by now. So this is I believe it's a 14, but let me see. Yeah, 14-inch raised wreath form. And all that simply means is each level is raised up. So I will do on the second and third, I will adhere a pipe cleaner there. Same on the other side. And then I will put one in the middle. Going from the second to the first. And I'm going to put that one forward. And I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay, I've got my wood burning tool heating up. So while that's heating up, I will go ahead and start my ribbons for this one. So these are going to be the bottom two. I'm going to use that same green to do the top two. When I say bottom and top, you will see what I mean as we go through. So I have wood boards to measure out my ribbon. This is a 12-inch board. I have a 10-inch board and a 14. The top is going to need 5 each. And then when I do these, I do take 2 or 3 at a time, and I will dovetail those. Dovetailing is just simply taking the ribbon, folding it over, and you're going to cut from the folded side up to make your points. So I'll start my bow. See, changing it all the time. I'm just doing 2 loops per. I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter. Pinch it up all together. Excuse me. Gonna get it nice and tight with the pipe cleaner. Get as close to that ribbon. Twist it. And there you have it. And then once we get it on there, we can adjust it even more. And I will cut the tails so they're dovetailed as well. So I changed that out. So these are 20 inches. Now it's my rotary cutter instead. Alrighty, so all I'm doing, these are cut at 20, is folding it over once, and then I'm just gathering it right up the middle. Fold the end down. Putting it on the pipe cleaner. Twisting the pipe cleaner about 2 to 3 times. And then folding those together and laying those on top. that's what you're doing all the way around. This one I alternated the green with the brown and green, or the taupe and green. You can do all one solid, all one color all the way around. I've done wreaths like that too, so it's really whatever look you're going for. And they're good. Now, this is known as the pancake method. And I have done several of these in different colors, different styles, different so we will do the bottom here, and then we're not going to do the top just yet. So that's what we're looking at right now. Okay, now that we have all the ribbon dovetailed, I usually put them together. And when I do them, I just scrunch right up the middle. And then I'm going to put one in each of these twist ties. And then I pull them to separate them. Pull them and separate them. Once I have these in place, that is when I go through and I will get the pipe cleaner and bend that down. Now you can do it however you want. You can do it at the very end when you're done putting all these in on the bottom row, or you can do it after each one. You can do it when it's completely done. It's really up to you. So we will put these all the way around the bottom, and then we'll be ready to start the top. Top is going to be done the same exact way. The same exact way. I'm just trying to move some stuff out of the way. If you have any questions at all, feel free to drop a comment. Drop it down below. And if you're over on Facebook, definitely go follow my page, Darla's Wreaths and Teas. Love to have you over there. This is not a hard design at all. Very minimal supplies, really. You got 1 or 2 rolls of mesh, depending if you do alternating or a solid. If I do 1 color of mesh for the whole thing, 1 roll usually does it for me. Then you got your ribbon and the sign. I mean, there's little minimal cost. If you would be interested, not have to worry about what all I used, you can comment down below the word kit, and I will look at making this into a kit for you. That way I could ship it to you, and everything, you would have everything. And then you'd have this video to reference as you're putting yours together. So yeah, just drop the word kit down below, and I will, if I get enough interest, I will make this into a kit for you. Sometimes starting out, that's a little easier than going to your local craft store or ordering online and just overwhelmed at all the choices, and kind of, it can be overwhelming. So now I'm just going through and cutting these pipe cleaners, just the bottom ones, because we haven't done anything to the top yet. But like I said, it's just a repeat, just not as much for the top. These cutters I have in my hand, I got these at Home Depot. They're just wire cutters. My blue ones that I have, those came from Nick's Seasonal Decor. All right. And like I said, we're doing the same exact to the top as what we did at the bottom. Now, most of them say to do, you know, make sure you have 18 twist ties. I have, the formula is 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, and I have 15. I have 10 on the bottom or sorry, I'm sorry, 15 on the bottom, 5 on the top. And if you haven't worked with this kind of mesh before, it likes to grab everything around you. And I would not wear a sweater when you do these, because it will grab it. That's just this mesh. That is just how grabby this mesh is. People have asked, do you have a lot of fraying? No, I don't. But you're gonna have some fraying on mesh regardless. On this jute green, the brown green, it's a different kind of mesh, so it didn't fray when I used my cutters. On the green, very minimal fraying. And the poly burlap, I usually use my wood burning tool for that one. And that really helps cut down on the fraying. But you can't get away from no fraying. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. See, everything keeps wanting to grab it. Gonna look pretty when the other ribbon's on there. Okay, so now we're ready to do, there was 5. So now we're ready to do the ribbons on top. down below. So I have been creating for over 30 years in pretty much every aspect imaginable. From cross-stitching to sewing to embroidering to t-shirts, sublimation, wreaths, florals, wedding decor, memorial flowers, cards, homemade cards, pretty much anything and everything. I like challenges. See, I'm alternating all the way around. And sometimes you get going and forget to do that. So after this last ribbon, then it's basically just attaching the sign. Sign in the bow. Okay, with the metal signs, I usually use, let's see, that's gonna be really cute. I usually use what is called timeouts. And let me grab a couple of those for you. They're mounting brackets, mounting squares, these are what they are. They have a 3M little piece on the back. That is sticky, as you can see. And I will put it top and bottom on this one. And then I'll put pipe cleaners through those. Now, if you have like a wood sign or something that's heavy, I would definitely put these on. And then I would also put some glue on it to hold it if you have something really heavy that you're putting on the wreath for the sign wise. And for glue, if you have E6000 or Gorilla Glue, something that's going to be strong. Elmer's glue, not recommended. Nope, not recommended to use. Something strong if you have a heavier sign. I do have some wood signs over there. So when I use those, I'll put the mounting squares on, and then I'll put just a little bit of glue around it. Just kind of gives it that extra security that it's going to stay in place. So that is our sign. Now, when I put my sign on, I usually try and go on that very top rung. You just have to move a little mesh out of the way and feel your way. Until you get it through there. So here's another thing. When you start out making these, don't take it and pull it as tight as you can get it and squish it down into the wreath. You want it sitting on there, but it don't have to be squashed all the way down. You'll see a lot of wreaths that way. And then you can't see the design. So just be mindful when you're doing wreaths, whether it's this style, whatever style you're doing, just be mindful. Don't cover the sign. I see that a lot. You go to all that trouble to put all of your embellishments on. You know, you want the embellishments to show, but you also want the sign to show. Some people get not as interested. I mean, if the sign is so buried into the wreath. And I'm twisting about 6-7 times on the back. And once I get it where I want it, then I will go in, cut the back of the pipe cleaner, and then always, always flip that tail piece back into the wreath. You're just going to protect your clients from getting poked, because these are sharp when you cut them. And anything that they put it on, a door, anything metal, you're going to prevent it from being scratched. So, and what I usually do is I just kind of go back through, kind of fluff, make sure all my ribbons are out, which they are. That is what we are looking at right now. Now I'm going to put the bow on. I can get a hold of it. Now when you're putting the bow on, I am going on the second rung. And just gently putting it on the top there. There is the finished product. And there is a glare on the sign. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. As I'm trying to grow my YouTube following, I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the like, comment, share, and I will see you on the next tutorial. Have a great, wonderful day, everybody.